Welcome to microbiology classroom. I want to describe about the structure of DNA, Watson and Crick model of DNA structure and properties. Nucleic acids, structure of DNA. Partial hydrolysis of deoxyribonucleic acid yields deoxyribonucleotides and deoxyribonucleosides. When DNA solution is heated in presence of slight amount of acid, partial hydrolysis of DNA yields deoxyribonucleotides and deoxyribonucleosides. On complete hydrolysis of DNA in presence of acid, when the solution is heated, on complete hydrolysis of DNA splits into individual components: nitrogen bases, deoxyribose sugar and phosphoric acid. On complete hydrolysis of DNA, it is split into individual components: nitrogen bases, ribose sugar and phosphoric acid. DNA is a large polymer made up of several deoxyribonucleotides. Deoxyribonucleic acid is a large polymer made up of several deoxyribonucleotide units. Deoxyribonucleotides forms building blocks of DNA. DNA is a large polymer composed of deoxyribonucleic acids. Deoxyribonucleotides. DNA is a large polymer made up of several deoxyribonucleotides. Deoxyribonucleotides, they form the building blocks of DNA. Deoxyribonucleotides are monomers composing the deoxyribonucleic acid DNA. Each deoxyribonucleotide contain a pentose sugar, 2 deoxyribose and a phosphate group and a nitrogen base, which may be a purine or a pyrimidine. Deoxyribose and nitrogen base together called deoxyribonucleoside. Deoxyribonucleoside linked to phosphate is called deoxyribonucleotide. Deoxyribonucleotide contains deoxyribose attached to nitrogen base and deoxyribose attached to phosphate. Deoxyribose plus nitrogen base plus phosphate together called deoxyribonucleotide. Now we will see each component of deoxyribonucleotide. Deoxyribose is a pentose sugar with 5 carbon atoms. 2-deoxyribose. 2-deoxyribose is the component in deoxyribonucleotide. It is the pentose sugar. 4 of the 5 carbon atoms plus oxygen forms a 5-membered ring. The 5th carbon atom is outside the ring. Ribose is the sugar of RNA. It differs from the deoxyribose of DNA at 2nd carbon. There is OH group at 2nd carbon in ribose instead of H on the 2nd carbon of deoxyribose. Second component of the deoxyribonucleotide is nitrogen base. Nitrogen bases are other important components in deoxyribonucleotides. There are 2 types of nitrogen bases: pyrimidines and purines. Single ringed pyrimidines and double ringed purines. The pyrimidines are single ring compounds with nitrogen in 1st and 3rd positions of a 6-membered ring. The most common pyrimidines of DNA are cytosine and thymine. Cytosine and thymine, these are the pyrimidines in the DNA. Whereas in case of RNA, uracil is present instead of thymine. Cytosine and uracil are nitrogen bases in RNA, whereas in DNA the pyrimidines are cytosine and thymine. Purines are double ring compounds, double ring nitrogen bases. A purine molecule consists of a 5-membered imidazole ring joined to a pyrimidine ring at 4th and 5th positions. So these nitrogen bases purines contain imidazole ring fused to a pyrimidine ring at 4th and 5th positions. The two most common purines of DNA and RNA are adenine and guanine. Adenine and guanine, these are the purines present in DNA and RNA. Other important component present in the deoxyribonucleotide is phosphate. Phosphate, it links the alternate deoxyribose units in the DNA strand. In the DNA strand, deoxyribonucleosides are linked through phosphate. In the DNA strand, the phosphate groups alternate with the deoxyribose. The phosphate group of the 5' carbon of one nucleotide is linked to 3' hydroxy group of other deoxyribonucleotide. Each phosphate group joined to carbon atom of 3' hydroxy group. Phosphate group joins the carbon atom of 3' hydroxy of one deoxyribose to carbon atom of 5' of other deoxyribose. So each strand of DNA has 3' end and 5' end. The two strands of DNA are oriented in opposite directions. Nucleotides in the DNA are linked by phosphodiester bonds. Phosphodiester bonds, they link the deoxyribonucleosides in the DNA. The nitrogen base combined with a pentose sugar molecule is called a nucleoside. Nitrogen base linked to pentose sugar molecule is called nucleoside. In DNA, there are 4 different nucleosides. These are deoxycytidine, where deoxyribose is linked to cytosine. Deoxythymidine, where thymine is linked to deoxyribose. Deoxyguanosine, where guanine is linked to deoxyribose. Deoxyadenosine, where adenine is linked to deoxyribose. In a deoxynucleotide, carbon number 1 in deoxyribose is linked with nitrogen at position number 3 in pyrimidine and at position number 9 in purine. In this picture, you can see 2 deoxyadenosine and 2 deoxyguanosine and 2 deoxycytidine and 2 deoxythymidine, the 4 nucleosides, how they are linked to, how the nitrogen bases are linked to the deoxyribose, deoxyadenosine, deoxyguanosine, deoxycytidine and deoxythymidine. A nucleotide is derived from nucleoside by addition of a molecule of phosphate. Deoxyribonucleotide is nothing but deoxyribonucleoside phosphate. Nitrogen base sugar phosphate is called nucleotide. Deoxyribose sugar linked to nitrogen base and phosphate is called deoxyribonucleotide. Nucleotides of DNA are called deoxyribonucleotides and those of RNA are called ribonucleotides. Deoxyribonucleoside phosphate is called deoxyribonucleotide. Deoxyribonucleotides contain deoxyribose, nitrogen base and phosphate. In the deoxyribonucleotide, phosphate is linked to 5' hydroxy group of deoxyribose. There are 4 deoxyribonucleotides: deoxycytidylate or deoxycytosine 5' monophosphate, deoxythymidylate or deoxythymidine 5' monophosphate, deoxyguanidylate or deoxyguanosine 5 monophosphate, deoxyadenylate or deoxyadenosine 5 monophosphate. These are the 4 different types of deoxyribonucleotides in the DNA. In this picture, you can see the structures of 4 different types of deoxyribonucleotides: deoxyadenosine, deoxyadenylate, deoxyguanylate, deoxythymidylate, deoxycytidylate. What is polynucleotide? A number of nucleotide monomer units polymerize to form a polynucleotide chain through the phosphodiester bonds. Many deoxyribonucleotide 5' monophosphates are linked together to form the polymer deoxyribonucleic acid. These polynucleotide chain have directions. It contains 3' hydroxy end and 5' phosphate end. 5' phosphate end, 5' phosphate and 3' hydroxy end. So it contains the direction. DNA contains the direction. It has 5' phosphate end and 3' hydroxy end. Structure of DNA. In 1952, Linus Pauling proposed a triple helix model to explain the structure of DNA. Linus Pauling proposed a triple helix model of DNA with the sugar phosphate backbone in the center and the nitrogen bases arranged to the exterior. Linus Pauling proposed the triple helix model where the core, the center, is containing the sugar phosphate backbone and the nitrogen bases are arranged to the exterior of the helix. Later, this model was disproved, and Watson and Crick, they proposed the famous double helical model to explain the structure of the DNA. The structure of DNA molecule was proposed by James Watson and Francis Crick in 1953. The double helical model of the DNA. It is known as double helical model of DNA. Watson and Crick, they proposed this model based on Franklin and Wilkins data of X-ray diffraction pattern of DNA. Based on Rosalind Franklin and Morris Wilkins data of X-ray diffraction pattern of DNA and Chergaff's chemical analysis of DNA, where the number of purines are equal to number of pyrimidines in the DNA. A plus G is equal to T plus C, where the number of purines are equal to number of pyrimidines based on Chergaff's chemical analysis of DNA, and Linus Pauling's proposal of hydrogen bonds, existence of hydrogen bonds in the DNA. Based on Linus Pauling's proposal of existence of hydrogen bonds in stabilizing the DNA, based on these 3 proposals, Franklin and Wilkins data of X-ray diffraction pattern of DNA, Chergaff's chemical analysis of DNA where purines are equal to pyrimidines in the DNA, and Linus Pauling's proposal of existence of hydrogen bonds in the DNA. Based on these 3 proposals and data, these two scientists they proposed the double helical model of DNA. Watson and Crick, they proposed the double helical model of the DNA. As per the Watson and Crick model, DNA is double helical in structure. 2 polynucleotide chains, two strands are connected by hydrogen bonds. DNA contains two strands, two nucleotide chains. Two nucleotide chains are connected by hydrogen bonds. DNA is double helical in structure with two polynucleotide chains, two strands which are linked by hydrogen bonds. Two polynucleotide chains are coiled together in clockwise direction. Two polynucleotide chains are coiled together. They are helically coiled in clockwise direction in right-handed helix. As per Watson-Crick model, DNA is right-handed helix. Two polynucleotide chains are coiled in clockwise direction. Two polynucleotide chains run in opposite directions. Two strands are running in opposite directions. 5' end of one strand is oriented with 3' hydroxy end of other strand. 5' phosphate end is of one strand is oriented with 3' hydroxy end of other strand. So such orientation is called anti-parallel orientation. Each nitrogen base of one strand is linked to nitrogen base of opposite strand by hydrogen bonds. Each nitrogen base of one strand is linked to nitrogen base of opposite strand by hydrogen bonds. Adenine pairs with adenine of one strand pairs with thymine of opposite strand by two hydrogen bonds. Guanine of one strand pairs with cytosine in other opposite strand by 3 hydrogen bonds. So the pairing of nitrogen bases in DNA strand is complementary. Adenine pairs with thymine, guanine pairs with cytosine and vice versa. Adenine pairs with thymine, thymine pairs with adenine. Guanine of one strand pairs with cytosine of opposite strand and cytosine of one strand pairs with guanine of opposite strand. So this pairing of nitrogen bases in DNA strands is complementary. One important feature of this model is number of purines in DNA is equal to number of pyrimidines. A plus G is equal to T plus C. Otherwise, A plus G by T plus C is equal to 1. This is known as Chargaff's rule. Number of adenine molecules in DNA is equal to number of thymine molecules, and number of guanine molecules in DNA is equal to number of cytosines. A is equal to T and G is equal to C, or A plus G is equal to T plus C. Otherwise, A plus G by T plus C is equal to 1. So, number of purines in DNA is equal to number of pyrimidines. This rule is followed by double-stranded DNA. Double-stranded DNA follows Chargaff rule. So, Watson and Crick model says that in DNA, number of purines are equal to number of pyrimidines. In each DNA strand completes helix, complete one turn every 34 angstroms. Each DNA strand completes one turn every 34 angstroms or 3.4 nanometers. In one helix, one turn, 10 nucleotide pairs are present. In one turn of DNA helix contain 10 nucleotide pairs per each turn. Each nucleotide occupies 3.4 angstroms. One helix is occupying 34 angstroms. There are 10 nucleotide pairs per turn. 10 nucleotides in one strand per each turn. That means each nucleotide is occupying 3.4 angstroms. Each nucleotide has a turn of 36 degrees to the horizontal plane. So 10 nucleotides are completing 360 degrees, one complete turn. Each successive nucleotide turns 36 degrees to the horizontal plane. The width of Watson-Crick DNA is 20 angstroms. The distance between two strands of DNA is 20 angstroms. The twisting of the DNA strands resulting in the formation of deep groove or major groove and shallow or minor grooves. So deep and shallow grooves are there in the DNA alternatively. Deep groove followed by shallow groove and deep groove and shallow groove, they alternate in the strand. The twisting of the DNA is resulting in the formation of deep and shallow grooves. Each step of the DNA molecule is made up of a purine and a pyrimidine. So there are 10 steps in the Watson-Crick DNA. So each step of the DNA is made up of a purine and a pyrimidine. So here you can see the Watson-Crick model of the DNA, where sugar and phosphate is forming the backbone of the DNA, and nitrogen bases they are paired by hydrogen bonds, stabilizing the DNA. Forms of DNA. There are different forms of DNA. B form, A form, C form, D form. These are different forms of DNA formed in different conditions. B form is the natural form present in the cells. It is nothing but Watson-Crick DNA. B form of DNA is the structure proposed by Watson and Crick and is the native conformation of DNA in solution. Low salt concentration and high degree of hydration. High degree of hydration and low salt concentration at 92% relative humidity favors the existence of B form of DNA. B form is right-handed anti-parallel double helix. B form contains 10 base pairs per turn of helix. The strand completes a turn for 34 angstroms and each nucleotide is occupying 3.4 angstroms. The rise of helix per base pair is 3.4 angstroms. The tilt of base pairs to the normal of the helix is 6.3 degrees. So B form is the natural form, native conformation. B form is nothing but the Watson-Crick form. It is native conformation of DNA in solution and in vivo conditions. A form of DNA, it has 11 base pairs per turn. One turn is 28.6 angstroms and the rise of helix per nitrogen base is 2.6 angstroms. The base pairs are more tilted from axis of the helix by 20.2 degrees. Because of this more tilting, the depth of the deep groove is increased and the shallow groove is decreased. A form is found at 75% relative humidity, 75% hydration in presence of salts, sodium, potassium or cesium ions. Diameter of A form of DNA is 23 angstroms. Reduction of hydration of B form below 66 degrees with excess of salt such as lithium in vitro conditions results in the formation of C form of DNA. The helix or turn consists of 9.1 by 3 base pairs. The helix of turn consists of 9.33 base pairs. 9.33 base pairs. The nitrogen bases are negatively tilted by 7.8 degrees. The rise per base pair, the helix rise per base pair is 3.32 angstroms. 3.32 angstroms. D form of DNA consists of 8 base pairs per turn of helix. The helix rise per base pair is 3.03 angstroms. The nitrogen base pairs are displaced backwards from axis by 16.7 degrees, and the B form of DNA is metabolically stable. The B form of DNA is metabolically stable conformation, whereas A, C, D conformations they exist at lower hydration, lower than 92% humidity, and in presence of excess salt concentration. After 25 years of original establishment of Watson-Crick model of DNA in 1979, Alexander Rich, F.N. Paul and Jovin discovered left-handed double helical DNA with a zigzag sugar phosphate backbone in anti-parallel organization. This form of DNA has been called zDNA. This form of DNA has been detected in living cells. Characteristic features of zDNA. zDNA is double helical. Both strands are oriented in anti-parallel manner. The purines of one strand are paired with pyrimidines of other strand and vice versa. Adenine pairs with thymine and guanine pairs with cytosine. The zDNA is left-handed helix, whereas Watson-Crick bDNA is right-handed helix. zDNA is left-handed helical structure, whereas B, C, D forms of DNA are right-handed helices. zDNA sugar phosphate backbone follows a zigzag arrangement, whereas in B form it shows linear orientation. In zDNA sugar phosphate backbone is following zigzag arrangement. That's why this DNA is called zigzag DNA or zDNA. zDNA has 12 base pairs per turn, 12 base pairs per helix, whereas Watson-Crick DNA contains 10 base pairs per helix. The distance per each turn is 45 angstroms in zDNA, whereas in case of bDNA it is 34 angstroms. The distance per each turn is 45 angstroms in zDNA and it is 34 angstroms in bDNA or Watson-Crick DNA. In zDNA, one nucleotide occupies 3.8 angstroms. The angle of tilt in zDNA is 60 degrees, so nitrogen bases are spreaded and more closer to the axis. So diameter of the DNA is reduced to 18 angstroms, whereas diameter of DNA in Watson-Crick form is 20 angstroms. B form of DNA, Watson-Crick form of DNA, diameter is 20 angstroms, whereas in zDNA it is 18 angstroms. Properties of DNA. DNA has very high molecular weight, ranging from 30,000 Daltons to several millions, depending on the number of nucleotides. Depending on number of nucleotide pairs, its molecular weight ranges from 30,000 to several millions. DNA, it shows absorption maxima at 260 nanometers. It absorbs UV light. It shows absorption maxima at 260 nanometers. DNA is denatured when it is heated above 70 degree centigrade. Above 70 degree centigrade, it undergo denaturation. Double-stranded DNA separates to single-stranded DNA. Single strands are separated. Two strands of DNA separates when it is heated above 70 degree centigrade. Strand separation begins at 70 degree centigrade. High pH and low salt conditions also cause denaturation of DNA. High salt concentration and high pH also responsible for unwinding of double-stranded DNA. It causes denaturation of the DNA. The ratio of the absorbance at 260 and 280 nanometer is used to assess the purity of nucleic acids. Purity of isolated DNA in the laboratory is determined by 260 by 280 ratio. Absorbance at 260 by absorbance at 280 ratio, that is used to determine whether the isolated DNA from cells is pure or it is impure, containing protein contamination or phenol contamination of DNA, that is determined by using the absorbance ratio of A260 and A280. A260 by A280, this ratio should be 1.8, equal to 1.8. If it is 1.7 or 1.8, it is pure DNA. So this ratio is used to determine whether the isolated DNA from cells is pure or impure, contaminated with protein or phenol. As a general rule, the preparation of DNA with A260, absorbance 260 by absorbance 280, it should be greater than 1.7. It should be around 1.7 to 2. If it is around 1.7 to 2, that is equal to 1.8, then it is pure DNA. Concentration of the DNA is also determined. Estimation and concentration of the DNA in the sample is estimated by measuring the optical density at 260 nanometers. At 260 nanometers, 1 OD is equal to 50 nanograms of double-stranded DNA per microliter. 1 OD at 260 nanometer for single-stranded DNA, it gives the concentration of 20 to 33 nanograms per microliter. Whereas RNA, 1 OD of RNA at 260 nanometer is equal to 40 nanograms per microliter of RNA. So the concentration of DNA or RNA can be estimated using the spectrophotometer. When DNA is heated, the double-stranded DNA unwinds and strands separate into single strands through the breaking of the hydrogen bonding between the bases. This process is called denaturation. The temperature melting Tm is defined as the temperature at which 50% of double-stranded DNA is changed to single-stranded DNA. The higher the melting temperature, the greater the guanine cytosine content of the DNA. So the melting temperature depends on both the length of the molecule and the specific nucleotide sequence composition of DNA molecule. If DNA contains more GC, more guanine cytosine pairs compared to AT, melting temperature is higher. So guanine cytosine pair is bound by 3 hydrogen bonds, while adenine thymine pair are bound by 2 hydrogen bonds. If GC content is more, there are more hydrogen bonds. So to break more hydrogen bonds, more temperature is required, more time is required. So DNA with high GC content is more stable than DNA with low GC content. So when DNA solution is heated above its melting point, usually 80 degrees centigrade, the double-stranded DNA unwinds to form single-stranded DNA. Functions of DNA. DNA is the genetic material in all organisms except few viruses. It is the genetic material in all organisms, both eukaryotes and prokaryotes, bacteria and archaea, and also in eukaryotes. In all organisms, DNA is the genetic material except some viruses. So DNA, it contains information about the organism. DNA controls all the functions in the cells. So DNA, it has mainly few functions like replication. Replication is the important function of the DNA. Before cell division, replication of the genetic material takes place. DNA contains information about the proteins. DNA on transcription, it is transcribed to messenger RNA, mRNA. mRNA on translation on ribosomes with help of tRNA forms proteins, polypeptide chain or protein. So information present in DNA is expressed in the form of polypeptide or protein. Polypeptide or protein, it plays metabolic role in the cells. So DNA has main two important functions. That DNA undergo replication to form DNA, so that is required before the cell division, and it has another function, that is transcription. DNA when undergo transcription, RNAs are synthesized, mRNA, ribosomal RNA and transfer RNA. These are small nuclear RNAs, all these are synthesized. So these mRNA on translation on ribosomes forms the proteins or polypeptide chains. Thank you for listening the structure of DNA, Watson and Crick model of DNA functions and properties.